Okay, working on a buddy's 85 CJ. This was a Jeep that was down in Rockport. Underneath of it's pretty rusty, but evidently they hadn't ran it in 8 years. I watch these Vice Grip Garage videos, and I'm always amazed when they're able to get the fuel pump diaphragm to start fuel pumping. So we tried that with this one and it didn't work. I had a can up here and never could get it to work. I imagine if I would have soaked it in some fuel or something, it may have worked. But we're trying to make the thing right and run, so let's get a fuel pump for it. So we did the test. I've got clear lines back to the fuel tank. However, the fuel tank needed a sender, and I kind of suspected that this is what you're going to be dealing with. And when I pulled the sender out, of course the little gasket at the bottom, or the little filter at the bottom, fell in. This one comes with 2 vents. They sound all right, but they need grommets. So anyway, we're going to replace those. I wanted to use the tank. He said no, he was going to get a new tank. It's a polymer tank, so I think eventually I might use that tank for something else. That's a decent fuel cell. We'll do something with it. But anyway, that's what you're dealing with these gas tanks that hold the alcohol fuel in them. 10% alcohol. It's just not good. It just corrodes and everything else. I mean, when we used to use regular gas, we'd let stuff sit all winter long and go out and start up tractors and everything else. But this thing, with this fuel, is a mess. So anyway, there is a lot of rust on this. We did get that out. It took us an hour to get to where we're at now. So my buddy left. He's got a parts list. He's going to get after that. And then when the parts come in, we'll start the reassembling process. But right now, we're just going to get the fuel tank and the fuel sender and the vents. We'll check the fuel line. I've got plenty of fuel line here if I need to change it. It didn't look bad. Fuel line up here looked okay. We might change the rubber part of it. And then we will get everything to the carburetor. And then once we get stuff to the carburetor, we'll start playing around with making it really run. So that's the update. Today was the very first day of working on it. The only thing I'd done was had rolled it into the shop and left it. So I would call the first hour that we worked on it a success.